All right, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kokodash.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and who rule well. And peace and salutations to the Akim and the hopefully elect that's pushing this truth in sincerity and honesty. Alright? We came here to prophesy the downfall of America, alright? Because the Bible, when you read the mysteries of the Bible, it goes into Babylon, the great mystery Babylon. Alright? And that's a mystery. Who is Mystery Babylon? It's talking about America. Alright? These are prophecies that are going to come to pass that we're living in nowadays. Alright? We're living in the end times. Alright? And the Lord, He has it out for this wicked ass kingdom. Could you give me Amos? Amos 8? Oh, Amos 9?
This is Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai are upon the sinful kingdom.
Alright, so the eyes of the Lord, alright, Yahweh, that's being the true name of the Heavenly Father, Ba'ashim Yahushai, in the name of His only begotten Son, alright? His eyes are upon the wicked kingdom. And what is the wicked kingdom? Who is the wicked kingdom? Alright, who is that talking about? What kingdom is that talking about? It's talking about America, alright? This is the only place, alright, where they allow homosexuality, transgenderism to flourish, alright? Where they promote that on a high level, man. Alright? Matter of fact, this is the wickedest city in America, alright? And America is the wickedest country on the face of the earth. So guess what? The Lord has a problem with America. And He's going to destroy this place off the face of the earth, as the scriptures say. Alright? Go ahead,
It says, behold, the eyes of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
So the Lord is going to destroy this place off the face of the earth. And how is He going to do that? He's going to do that by way of nuclear missiles, those ICBMs, alright? Because those nuclear missiles wasn't created for no reason. They're actually going to be used. And who are they going to be used on? America, alright? Everybody that's living on the soils of America is not going to grow to be old. All right, we're entering into World War III, and the Bible prophecies, it tell you that the 10 horns shall hate the whore, and that whore is talking about America. The 10 horns is talking about the EU, all right, which is backed up by NATO. All right, so America's own allies is going to turn on America and shoot nuclear missiles. Could you actually get that in Revelations? I believe it's the 18th chapter.
Yeah, I want to go like a little deeper into it. It's really talking about the European Economic Community. After they changed the name to the EU, they started adding more nations to it. So those 10 horns, the European Economic Community only had those 10 nations. You know, those 10 horns.
This is Jeremiah 51. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind.
Yep. What is that destroying wind? That's talking about that wind from those nuclear missiles, all right? All right, because when those nuclear missiles drop, it's going to have a destroying wind, all right? And that wind is going to be fiery, man. It's going to be hot, all right? It's going to lay down all these buildings, all right? Like the scriptures say, that the elements shall melt away. All right, and it's going to happen by way of those nuclear missiles. All right, all these big buildings that you see are going to be totally turned into dust by way of those nuclear missiles. Yeah,
Revelation 18 and 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils.
Yep, and that's what's going to happen after those nuclear missiles destroy America, all right? Because when you read about the lake of fire, that's actually talking about America being on fire from one end of America to west, from California and all the states on this side, all the way to New York, down to Florida. The whole entire landmass of America is going to be destroyed with 200 million ICBMs, all right? And after that, no human is going to be dwelling in America. It's going to be a desert. Read that again, Baba Shah.
Revelation 18:2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is falling.
Yep, America is falling, all right? Because it's going to fall in World War III. Go ahead.
It's fallen, and it's become the habitation of devils,
Yep.
and the hold of every foul spirit.
Yep, so the only thing that's going to be dwelling in America when it's destroyed, all right, and it's a desert wasteland, is going to be evil spirits, all right, and unclean animals.
It's actually talking about the animals.
The unclean animals are going to dwell here. You know, in the scriptures, actually, I believe there's another scripture where it goes
in the 14th chapter. You can bring it out. It tells you the return. You know, all the different animals is going to be dwelling here.
Yeah, ain't nobody. The scriptures tell you, ain't no man is going to pitch a tent in America, because this whole entire landmass is pretty much going to be a desert.
Yeah, because when all the animals are unclean, well, what the fuck you got to do over there, man? There's nothing there for you to eat. I was watching Planet Earth the other night. They went to the deep. None but unclean animals in the deep. All right, they went to certain parts of the desert. None but scorpions, snakes, lizards. You can't eat none of that. That ain't for you to eat over there. Okay. The Most High created food for us to eat. You know, sheep. Okay, chicken.
And for you to eat that, you need grass around.
Yep.
But there ain't gonna be no grass and no plants, so you can't eat it. You know?
Yeah, so the Most High, in other words, no one's going to be living over here. It's going to be full of desert creatures.
Yeah.
So it's going to be so desolate, the only thing that's going to live are scorpions, snakes, lizards, owls, unclean birds, vultures. Okay, because people that you wound up in the desert, you're going to die. You're going to be a carcass. So you're going to need vultures around, condors. You ain't supposed to be eating eagles. All right? All right, go ahead, huh?
Yeah, quick precept goes into it. Jeremiah 50 and 39. Therefore the wild beasts of the desert with the wild beasts of the islands shall dwell there, and the owls shall dwell therein, and it shall be no more inhabited forever. Neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation.
So America, they tell you that there's going to be unclean animals, owls, all right? And this place is not going to be inhabited forever, all right? So all this whole entire landmass of America is completely through, all right? Yet that's so beyond, all right? You Babylonians, you guys don't actually think that this is going to happen, all right? So therefore, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon them. You want to get that?
Well, if you look at this place, it's hard to believe that this place would be turned into a desert, man. Okay, you go up north, there's a bunch of mountains and redwoods up there. You know, you go further up north, there's more trees. It's a lush land. You know, even after Esau they did a number on it. You know, and you got all these buildings here. You know, so for you to picture the entire landmass of the United States, a desert, that's hard for these people to fathom, man. And that's one of the reasons why they don't believe what the scriptures say. Okay, when we say that this land, America, is going to become a desert, it's hard for them to believe that, man. So in their mind, they can't fathom this place being completely destroyed. You know?
Yeah, they think that those nuclear missiles is just for show. Like they ain't never going to be used. All right, America is not going to be destroyed. You know, Trump is not going to let us go into World War III. You know, that's how they think. Because America has never seen any sorrow. You know, they never seen no hard times. They never been in a third world. America has never experienced any third world issues. You know, third world country issues. All right, but guess what? The Most High, hey, the so-called white man is going into slavery. Let's say the Bible. All right.
I just want to say hello and God bless.
And the Lord is going to destroy you, man. Here in America with nuclear missiles. World War III is going to happen. And all you so-called white people that are here in America, you're going to get burned up with nuclear missiles. Thus says the Bible.
So-called white people. I'm pretty white. But anyway,
You're
red.
white, man.
No, white.
Let that peon go down.
Shirt white.
this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Yep. when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction is going to come upon them. All right, because right now the people of America, they're catching hell. All right, but yet they're still dwelling in peace and safety. All right, they're not have to worry about whether they're going to eat, or they can still go to the store and buy some food. You know. So therefore, they really don't see the deterioration of America, all right? Even though it's happening before their eyes. Like me and the brother I know, who was in the mall, and pretty much there was like 4 or 5 stores that were going out of business, and then the rest of the stores that was still up, it was 75% discount, 30% discount, 50% discount. And what is that? What is that? A sign? It's a sign that the grinding is ceasing, all right? And that goes into Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, where it says the grinding shall cease, all right? Because these jobs, there's fewer and fewer jobs. Right now, the economy is broke. The economy is hurt. Yet you people don't see that, all right? You guys are living in your own fantasy wonderland, all right? Just because you can still go down the street and get a double cheeseburger from McDonald's, all right? You think that America is going to prosper, man. All right, this place is on a precipitous decline, and you people are in a denial.
Back in First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Yep. So when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. All right. All hell is gonna fall, like it's gonna be like a ton of bricks. All right, you're gonna go to your job, you're gonna figure out that everybody's laid off. All right, because the job is not able to pay the people. All right, the workers. All right, then you're gonna go home. You're gonna figure out that you're foreclosed on your home. All right, then you're gonna figure out, okay, how are we gonna eat? You're gonna sell your car. All right, then pretty soon the money is not gonna be worth anything. All right, now you're out there scavenging for food. All right, now you're out there pitching a tent, trying to get warm, man. You using your FRNs, all right, as fire fuel for the fire to keep you warm, man. All right. Then the Most High is gonna send pestilences, diseases. All right, the food is gonna be defiled. All right, there's gonna be more insects in your food. All right, there's gonna be outbreaks. People's gonna be sick, man.
Well, we were coming down the camp, and the brother put up the article where those wood chips found in the chicken nuggets. They had to recall them.
Wood chips.
Which they've been doing that for the longest. You people have been eating inorganic substances in your food since Esau has been playing and tampering with the food. You know, it just now is coming to light because the Most High is exposing Esau. And this is the reason why all you Americans are really sick. You might eat all the healthiest food, so to speak, but you don't even know you eat bugs, unclean bugs. There are certain bugs like beetles and locusts that you can't eat, but you eat unclean bugs, inorganic substances, artificial chemicals.
It's the same wood they put in the Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, this is weird.
Cellulose.
Yeah, but it's actually just wood chips. It's in your drywall, you know? It's over there in your plywood. Protecting your house, you're actually eating that.
Hey, you know what? Hey, real quick, get Psalm 64 and 20. Because Esau, he's able to put these things into his law. Because a lot of these things, he'll say, oh no, these are natural. He'll say, oh, these are natural flavors. But he doesn't tell you what they really are. He'll have like a so-called Greek name or a complicated name, you know, color, dye, phi. You don't know what the hell that is. Okay, or a long ass word you can't even pronounce. Okay, and so when you come to him, you try to sue him and say, no, I put it in my law. Go read that real quick. Psalm 64 and 20. Psalm 94, 64 and 20.
And also, they came out where the rice that you get, like 20% of the rice is actually made out of plastic. You know, so you getting a box of rice, and the majority of that rice is artificial, is actually plastic. You know, so Esau, man, he's the devil.
This is Psalms 94, verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law?
Yeah, that's Esau. He frames mischief by a law. So all these things that he places to law, like this government shutdown. he's able to do that. Right? Legally he's able to hold back your wage. Right? In his law, in his wicked ass law. Read that again.
Psalms 94, verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee?
I think Jeremiah 22, I think 13, I think it should be. Read again.
Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law?
Right, who frameth mischief by a law. So he put all these things into law, like you so-called Negroes. You're 3/5 of a human being. So that means he was legally able to what? Put you in slavery. He's legally able to treat you a certain way, right? You're animals, so he's legally able to feed you, inorganic food, like he does animals. The brother was giving a testimony that he works at those places where they package those dog foods and stuff like that. He said it'd be rotten meat, rotten bones, and you know what they tell him? He said, still put it in there. Just scrape it off and put it back in there. So that's what they're feeding the animals. So what do you think they're feeding you human beings? Okay, they're chopping up actual human beings, children that go missing. Okay, they're putting different bugs and rats. You got rats in your food. And in their law, feces, and in their law, there's a certain portion of feces that can be in your food, written in Esau's law. Okay? You know, you got it, man. You got it.
I got it. That's the spirit, And on top of that, what they do to the cows, all right? There's pus in the milk. Because what they do to the cows, they torture the cows pretty much. And then the cows got different blemishes on it, all right? And they got different, pus that goes into the milk. And what they'll do, they'll filter it, and they'll put it in a container and give it to you, put it on the shelf.
This is Ezekiel 4, verse 13. And the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles. Whither I will drive them.
Yep. In America, we're amongst the Gentiles now. This is the melting pot, all right? Where Esau, the so-called white man, and the rest of these heathen nations are around about us, all right? And they're putting us, all right, on the bottom, pretty much. They're above us, all right? And they make money off us, all right? Which we're the oppressed, we're the poor that the scriptures speak about, the nation of Israel, all right? And pretty much we're eating defiled food, man. Everything about this food is defiled, man. All right, GMO processed food. Even when you go and try to get like the healthy stuff, all right, like the greens and the vegetables, all right, that's still GMO processed. It got pesticides on it. All right, then you try to pay extra money to get the organics. You get organic grapes, it's still seedless. That means Esau genetically modified it. So all this stuff is defiled, man.
And I was gonna say, Subway, Subway used to be like that healthy place. Now you look, they got cardboard in their bread, man.
Cardboard in their bread. Pull that out.
2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Yep, and that word Satan goes into adversary, all right? And the main adversary to Yahweh Bashem Shai are you so-called white people which are in rulership, right? But the Lord, he has risen up his men, all right? He has risen up the house of David that's not going to be deceived, all right, by the wiles of the devil, man, all right? Not going to be deceived by the devices of Esau. All right, that's why the so-called white man is being exposed on a high level. All right, especially for promoting that RFID microchip, which is indeed the mark of the beast. All right, we see where this devil is going with his technology. All right, how he wants to make everything a cashless or a paperless society. All right, we see where Esau is going with that. Why? Because the Lord gave his men the eyesight, man, so that they won't be deceived. All right, by the devices of Satan. All right. The so-called white man, all right, which the spiritual demon Satan, that's his physical counterpart on the planet Earth, the so-called white man, the wicked that the Bible speaks of. You want to get that?
Jeremiah 49 and 10. But I have made Esau bare.
The Lord, he has made Esau bare. All right, so there's nothing that you so-called white people can hide no more. All right, you are the biblical Edomites. All right, you are the wicked that the Bible speaks of. All right. The Most High did bless you with the sword. That's why you guys got your military, all right, and military bases in these other nations' countries. All right, and you're going to be destroyed by Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, all the wickedness that you're doing is being exposed on a high level. Pedophilia. All right, you guys are in the little boys. All right, you so-called white people are the real terrorists of the earth. All right, look at your track record. All right, look what you did to the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, which are the real Israelites. All right, so you so-called white people are being made bare. Go ahead,
It's Jeremiah 49:10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places.
Yep, because at one point, these things was hidden. All right, at one point, you didn't know who the quote-unquote Illuminati was. All right, at one point, we didn't know who our enemy was. All right, but through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shema Shai, all right, he blessed, all right, his men and risen up his men and gave them the eyesight that they could see. All right, he put the Holy Spirit upon his men, which the Holy Spirit searches out all things. All right, he gave us the truth. All right, that's why, could you get that? I believe it's in Revelation where it says great fear fell upon them. I believe it's Revelation 11. You know, and that's why great fear is falling upon you so-called white people, because you've been found out. You know?
Getting exposed everywhere. You go to any video, Israelites is on. Somebody gonna say, oh, shalom, like shalom. Yeah, and nobody marched for us, man. Nobody marched for all these, nobody marched for all these atrocities, right? They're marching for women. What about what you did to the so-called American Indians? Where's the march for that? Where's the march to restore this land back to the so-called American Indians? Oh, and then Gad is on a march. You got a bunch of devils in MAGA hats mocking his ass. But you know what? That Gadite, he was looking at him. He wasn't even tripping. You know why? Because Gad in the spirit know that Genesis the 49th chapter is going to come to pass. Them so-called American Indians, you thought they was just Indians, haha, you can make them mascots, but guess what? Those are the children of the Most High. And that elderly man, he was looking at them young, because a lot of people say, well, look, you just gotta wait for the old generation to die off, and then it's gonna be okay. Those are some young so-called white boys, man. They was in high school, mocking them.
Impressionable.
Say what?
Impressionable.
Yeah, some young, impressionable so-called white boys mocking a so-called American Indian. And you know what he was doing? He was just looking at him, and he started beating the drum even louder, man. You see, because he's a warrior, man. Because he's a warrior, all right? And you still got remnants of our people that's going to ride on these so-called white people, man. Not all of our people on the reservation, so-called American Indians, is scared of you, man. Not all of them is alcoholics and drug addicts. You got some that's still ready to go, man. Still ready to ride on your ass. And they going to come off the res, they going to link up with so-called Puerto Ricans, so-called Mexicans, so-called blacks and the other tribes, and they going to put you so-called white people to death, man. That's what's going to happen. You're not going to win. You thought you got away, you thought this was some old John Wayne Western? All you so-called white people, you getting judged right now.
And there was no need for a woman's march before you so-called white people came over here, man.
Right, man.
There's no need for a woman's march. Your woman had her place. Now all of a sudden you don't know what to do. You're all depressed. You're on drugs. Right? You're a slut. You're a whore. You're a bitch. And you're out here marching for what? For rights that you already got the world, man.
Yeah, and this march wasn't even lit. Remember a couple of years ago, the Apostle McCall was out here, it was raining, there was still tons of people. The spirit of America is done, man.
It's running that Trump way.
Exactly, because that's what it was set up for, in opposition to Trump. Go ahead, brother, you got it.
It's Jeremiah 49:10. But I have made Esau bare.
Yep. The Lord, he made Esau bare, man. All right? Go ahead.
I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself.
Yeah, so Esau is not going to be able to hide himself, all right? You know, because the scriptures say children are precious and women rule over us, all right? You know, that's talking about Esau putting a so-called, putting the woman over the man, all right? The so-called white man putting the woman over the man. That's why you got the Statue of Liberty, which that's really a giant idol, all right, going into the Queen of Heaven worship, all right? And you so-called white people gonna pay for that, man. Matter of fact, that's why your kingdom is crumbling right before your eyes.
Yeah, I was in San Jose earlier. They had this big, they had their march down there too. And it was downtown, and they had a little sign for the woman who established Silicon Valley, slavers, all right? Woman that owns slaves, white woman. Nobody wants to talk about that. What about all the white women that own slaves, that own plantations?
Right.
Fuck you white bitches, man.
All right.
Nobody wants to march if you white bitches, man. They want to march on you with a chain on your neck, man.
Yeah, and then you
Get
would-
whipped.
And then you would see a so-called black man, a big, what you would call a butt, and you want to sleep with him. And then if he didn't want to sleep with you, what would you say? If you don't sleep with me, I'm gonna tell my daddy that you raped me. And you would make the Jake sleep with him. That's what you so-called white women did.
Look at her nasty.
Yeah, reckless eyeballing. That's where that come from, reckless eyeballing. Oh, you was looking, that was actually a crime. If you flirt with a so-called white woman, you would get put in slavery, man. You would get put in jail. And because slavery never ended. When you go to the 13th Amendment, now slavery is a punishment for a crime. And so what happened? After slavery was so-called abolished, you had multitudes of so-called blacks and American Indians that were picked up on petty crimes and thereby put back in slavery. And a lot of times because you so-called white women. Look at Rosewood. You have whole towns, all so-called black and or Native American towns which was burned down. Why? Because of the accusations of a so-called white woman. When you go march for that? And you so-called white people, all of y'all are all exposed, man. Man, woman, and child. Yeah, because you wicked from the womb. That's Psalms 58. You got videos of little so-called white kids lying on a so-called black man.
Already.
That's your spirit already. You come out the devil hating us, man. But guess what? The Most High hates you. That's why he's destroying your wicked ass kingdom. Go ahead, brother.
Quick precept, Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
Yeah, prepare slaughter for his children. For whose children? The children of the so-called white man. So slaughter is being prepared for you. And to the point where, which it could be fake news, but allegedly you got so-called white people who are suing their parents for making them so-called white people. Why? Because now you're being reproached. Man, give me that in Sirach the 41st chapter. Because don't nobody want to be a so-called white person no more. Why? Because you're the devil. You don't contribute nothing. You don't bring nothing to the table. But lies, treachery, robbery.
You're living proof of wickedness.
Yeah, you're the embodiment of wickedness. Well, I'll tell you in Malachi the 1st chapter that you're the border of wickedness. Wherever the so-called white man goes, he just causes problems. And everybody caught on, now you're trying to shy away from that. You see? It's too late, man. You gotta pay for what you did. Hey, you did the crime, you gotta do the time. Ain't that what you tell Jake? Jake will come with a big sob story where, you know what? I grew up on welfare in the projects. You know, my mother, she was on drugs. I had to provide for my family. What would the judge say? Hey, you did the crime, you got to do the time. So now you so-called white people, you did the crime, now you got to do the time. Go ahead, brother.
Sirach 41:6. The inheritance of sinners' children shall perish.
And that's what's happened. You got these so-called white people. They inherited plantations, big farmlands. The Spirit had me do a video on it. They didn't have it for 200 years, and now what's happening? The farm is getting shut down. So that's a testimonial, man. That's the testimonial of these scriptures, these prophecies coming to pass. Got it for 200 years. You know that wasn't Jake. They didn't show who it was, but what Jake didn't have property for 200 years, man. If we had some property after slavery, what would happen? You have the Ku Klux Klan will come through, like the fucking cowards they are, not showing their face, and they will burn it down, man. They will kill all the men, rape the women. That's what you so-called white people did, man. Go ahead, brother. Which that's why you have what you have today. But guess what? The scriptures say what? It's perishing. And we see that. Are you getting on drugs? Now you got to short sell your house. Now your house is foreclosed. And good for you so-called white people, man. That's right. You deserve it. Damn devils. Go ahead, brother.
And their posterity shall have a perpetual
And what's their
reproach.
posterity? Their children. Now your children will have a perpetual reproach. Oh, you know what? Like my great-granddad was Native American. You're trying to get out of it, man. No, you're the devil that the Bible speaks of. Go ahead, brother.
Children will complain of an ungodly father.
Oh, now they say, well, you know what? George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, I don't agree with those guys. You complaining of what they did. But guess what? When you was here in your past life, you was egging them on, man. Yeah, move them niggas north. Yeah, ship them to Haiti. Get them out of here. That was the sentiment of you so-called white people. Now all of a sudden, you want to be hand in hand with everybody. Now, why? Because everybody want to foot up your ass. Now you want to be all buddy-buddy, man. A bunch of damn jokes. Go ahead, brother.
Because they shall be reproached for his sake.
Yeah, reproach for his sake. Because we're getting at you for what your forefathers did, which is why the scriptures say this. Which really, you are your forefathers when you go into in the reincarnation. Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 14:21.
And look at America, bro. Pan the camera. America is totally dust, man. It's a nice day out here. We could be out here in tank tops and shorts, really. It's a nice day.
Ain't nobody walking around all giddy like they used to. Why? Because the Lord is destroying this place, man. The Lord is bringing hell on you so-called white people in other nations and the 2/3, man, who want to uphold America. Hey, because you go into the interviews on the shutdown, who is it? So-called black woman, man. Oh, Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump, you open up the government. She want to crawl back on the plantation, man. Be a bedwitch. No, that's not gonna happen. America ain't gonna bounce back. Oh, and Trump had an announcement. Everybody thought, oh, maybe he gonna open up the government. Trump ain't opening up the government. Why? Because the Lord has put the spirit on him to keep the government shut down. Why? To bring more hell upon Babylon. Why? Because we have to enter this kingdom. As told by the prophets, and you looking at the prophets. Is the prophets the guy in the UPS truck? Is he a prophet? Okay, is it the young lady at Walgreens? Is it them guys who come out when they want to? No, the prophets are the men that you're looking at. The men of Great Millstone. In all these big cities, all around the world, telling you that America's going to be destroyed by nuclear missiles. And this is the beginning of it, man. Go ahead, brother.
Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
For the iniquity of their fathers. And this is the iniquity of you so-called white people fathers, man. This is what you did. You want to shy away from this. Oh, and then when you bring this out, you know what they'll say? Oh, you guys are promoting hate and division. This is what you did. So us highlighting the atrocities of you so-called white people, according to you, because when you go on the comment board, say Russia Today does something about discrimination. And it just got exposed. There's all types of mass graves, unmarked graves, of so-called Negroes. When you go to the East Coast, and you go on the comment board, oh look, RT is promoting hate and division. And separate, get it up, brother. Promoting hate and separation. This is what you did, man. So you so-called white people, you want to just wipe this away. Because you don't want to pay for this, but guess what? You don't have to pay. Hey, give me Job 34 and 33 real quick. It don't matter how many so-called black and Hispanic friends you got, man. They say, oh no, it's okay, you don't have to pay. It ain't up to them, man. This is up to the Heavenly Father. This is divine judgment. We ain't going before the so-called white man asking. All right, the scriptures say what? The saints shall take the kingdom and possess it forever. And America's going to be thrown down by what? Violence. The same violence that you inflicted on the world, and in particular the nation of Israel, is going to be inflicted on you, man. Bring that out, brother.
This is Job 34 and 33. Should it be according to thy mind?
Yeah, should it be according to thy mind? Because you got people that'll say, well, you know what? It is true. So-called white people did do this. So-called white privilege does exist. Which they ain't marching for that. They'll go on a woman's march, but they're not marching for all the atrocities that they committed upon our people, man. And that they continue to commit upon our people. This ain't something that just went away. If anything, the so-called white man's getting worse. It's just, he doesn't have the power to execute the vengeance that he used to, man. But if it was up to them, man, they would still be doing this. And it would showcase how they were encircling them so-called American Indians, them Gadites.
Well, hey, you had that little Edomite, he was out there in, I believe it was like Maryland or something. His rap name was Little Plantation.
Oh yeah.
He was rapping about lynching niggas, man.
Yeah.
Lynching them, putting them in slavery, showing them no mercy.
Right.
You know? Things, oh, it's just for entertainment. Nah, that's his actual mindset.
That's how these so-called white people feel, man. They're a bunch of damn devils.